Hey guys, thanks for clicking on one of my videos. Hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and use code CWC before you buy anything in-game. It helps out a lot. Guys, today we're going to take a look at my absolute favorite attack in Clash of Clans still. Alright, this thing is insane. It has treated me so well. Doesn't matter where it's at. Legends, honestly, I prefer to use it in war against war bases. Alright, we're going to be using a Hound to get our Blimp into the core of this base. We've already taken down a scatter shot. Now our super wizards are looking at a single with a bunch of chain damage and the town hall, man. Scatter and town hall down because I sent a Hound in front of the Blimp. And I gotta say, if I'm using it in Legends, honestly, that's how I'm using it most of the time. Now, if I'm using it in war against on-meta war bases, a lot of times I don't need to use a Hound, but I'm certainly open to it. So this is 8 super wizards, 8 witches, and 4 golems, unless you're using a Hound in front of your Blimp there, and then you're just gonna bring 3 golems. Also works just fine. Honestly, losing the golem doesn't seem to mess with the effectiveness that much, as long as you get the value that you're wanting out of that Blimp. All right, and on this attack, honestly, man, I like to get the town hall whenever possible with that Blimp. I really do. But if I'm not able to, if I'm able to grab maybe a multi and a scatter shot somewhere else, and I can't really get to the town hall, I will not hesitate to go ahead and get that other value and then send my troops first for the town hall. All right, that way I'm able to use that Grand Warden ability, cover my troops through that town hall damage so it doesn't kill all the witches and super wizards, and also to have those troops alive after that town hall blast goes off because of that Grand Warden ability. Look at this, dude. We're facing off with a bunch of multi-target infernos, and then of course on the backside, man, it's been a while since I did a video on it, but I still absolutely love using skellies to tank for the royal champion, man. It is so effective, dude. You're gonna have to practice it, because what happens is, if you're late with the skellies, the defense have already locked onto the RC, and at that point, it's too late. It's not like a freeze spell where you can freeze the single once it's locked on, but skellies can freeze. They can tie up and tank so many more defenses than what that freeze spell can, man. The freeze spell only has a certain range. You drop a skelly, it can tie up a massive group of defenses, and that's why I love it so much, tanking for that RC. Even with mostly multi-target infernos on this base versus witches, super wizards, and skelly spells, we're still gonna get it taken out, no problem. Swagging a poison spell in the process. Here we go, guys. Next base up, dude. All multi-target infernos. This type of base should absolutely counter this attack, all right? But hopefully we'll get a little bit of credit in the fact that this is not a good base design. But still, we're trying to feed witches, super wizards, and skelly spells to 3 multi-target infernos. So we got to get some massive blizzard value first, man. And we're going to get just that, dude. Town hall is down. Massive chunk of this base is down. We can't chain to that remaining scatter shot. So what we got left up, guys, is a multi and 2 scatter shots. All right. Now, the rest of the defenses on this base aren't that bad. That's going to help us out a little bit, which we're probably going to need because, dude, 2 scatter shots on the backside with witches and super wizards is a little bit wild. Now, on this army, I was not bringing any wall breakers. I was kind of relying on the jump to get me into most bases that I needed to. And of course, on meta bases are going to have those open wall pieces on the outside, prevent super wall breaks anyways, but we're gonna have to beat through this first wall a little bit, and it's gonna cost me, man. Some of these troops gonna end up walking. King's like, oh nope, I already lost everything I'm interested in, so we're gonna walk around. Now the rest of the troops have wrapped around. We're gonna be jumping the rest of those troops into the base. Now we got a king over there on the left side that could provide some valuable tanking for our royal champion, so that's probably where we're gonna end up playing her. Get some tanking from the king first, and then once it's looking like she's getting ready to pass the king, then we'll start dropping those skelly spells so they can get out in front. Now we use that Grand Warden ability, obviously trying to keep those troops invincible for those first few scattershot blasts there, but man, this scattershot is teeing off on my troops. Queen's finally targeting it, gonna take it out before it takes out all the witches and super wizards. And look at the left right there, man. Just like we said, we used the king for tanking until the royal champion got out in front of the king, because you know he can't jump over those walls. Then we're gonna use skeleton spells to do the rest of the tank and keep that enemy RC tied up. Use a poison to slow her down, because whatever CC troops were in here, man, obviously we're not an issue for the super witches and the wizards to deal with. In fact, a lot of times on this, man, I might not even bring a poison spell. Might bring an extra skelly spell if I'm going in a war base that's got a lot of backside, you know, point defenses back there. A lot of times I'll drop the poison and just bring an extra Skelly spell. Guys, by the way, when I queued this up and started using it in Legends League, first time I'd used this comp in quite a little while due to my vacation, I immediately tripled the first 4 bases in Legends with it. So we got that invisibility spell down. We're gonna rage up that group, but those super wizards are pretty close to the town hall. We need them to clear out of range of that bomb blast, and they did. They went for something else off to the other side. They got just outside of the range of that bomb blast. And now look at these things, man, just going ham inside this base, dude, taking out a massive chunk. Once again, we do have 2 scatter shots remaining, but we got the town hall down and we got most of our funneling set up as well. Dropping a super wizard out there, try and complete that other side of the funnel. I want all my troops to go down and stick together instead of splitting up to 2 directions. Obviously, for the far side funnel, we're using a golem and several more witches and super wizards. Normally, a golem and 2 super wizards and witches is enough. But if you got a ton of stuff out there, drop 3 and 3. Do whatever it takes to get that funnel established. You want to keep your heroes and your core troops moving into the base. Once again, we're facing off with 2 scatter shots. We got a nice early Grand Warden ability, trying to get at least one of those scatter shots down before that Grand Warden ability wears off, so it can't take out every single one of our witches and super wizards. And look at the golems in here taking in front of the queen, dude. That is a force to be reckoned with when you have multiple golems in a channel staying in front of the queen, tanking for her, man. That can do some amazing things. Now we got the royal champion playing on that side as well, because we had plenty of other tanking from the king and the queen in there, plus the golem, so we haven't had to play our skeleton spells quite yet. But right here, the royal champion's getting ready to duck out in front of the queen, so we're gonna pre-drop our skeleton spells in there. Make sure we tie up all those cannons, that X-bow, that archer tower over there on the backside, and look at those skellies, man, doing a beautiful job staying in front. And we're gonna drop our last skelly spell right next to that archer tower there. Our RC has not taken any shots since we started dropping the skeleton spells, man. Beautiful. RC still has her ability, still has the majority of her health. Wizard Tower is the only thing that finally gets a shot off on her. And look at this, man. We're gonna have to pop her ability. She's gonna be able to 2-shot the enemy queen with help from my queen, but we still got a royal champion ability intact, guys. Yet another beautiful example of just how strong this attack is. Now, when I first saw this dude's base, I'm like, man, what the heck are you doing in Legends League? Everybody's got to be wrecking you. I don't like hitting underdeveloped bases, man. I only got 8 Legends attacks a day, and I like to use those replays for videos a lot of the time when I'm playing new armies or getting re-familiar with old armies that I used to love. So I like to have challenging bases, but sometimes the people that are up in Legends just will not quite provide that challenge. I suppose most people in Legends probably like it, because they're like, oh, easy, free triple for my trophy count. I don't care about Legends trophies, dude. Never have, most likely never ever will, man. I'm all about war, but you know what? I was like, hey dude, you're gonna give me this underdeveloped base. How about I'm just gonna take out your entire freaking core? Now we got this golem with witches and super wizards trying to cut in the first side of the funnel, because we didn't cut that outer ring. All right, now we got kind of a core push going through, and then I'm gonna drop another golem with a few right over here to come in and try and trim out those outer structures so that we can push a jump back through to this one remaining multi-target inferno, to this last remaining scatter shot. That's literally the only thing left in this base that can like even threaten me at all. Dude upgraded his scatter shots in his town hall, and I don't know, possibly his eagle and everything else he just did not care about, man. I don't know, how's that working out for you, man? I bet your poor base gets wrecked a lot, dude. Upgrade it all. Upgrade it all, bro. Get those super goblins, man. Go on a farming spree. Upgrade it all, dude. Scatter shots down, guys. This base is super wrecked. Anyways, I know I've been showing Legends attacks today because those are the replays I had available, but I gotta be honest with you, this is such a powerful war attack strategy against on-meta bases, alright? Usually I'm looking for a town hall that's on the outside that I can get to with a blimp, with a couple loons, alright? And if I can't get that, if I can get to it with a blimp or with a hound in front of the blimp, I will not hesitate to do that either. Obviously in Legends, nobody wants to give up big blimp value, so you have to bring a hound pretty much to get that good value in Legends. But versus war bases, you don't always have to do that. Look for a base that you can get through most of it with a jump, maybe a few wall breakers for the first layer, and we're at backside where you're gonna have some point defenses, maybe enemy heroes. They can be distracted well by skelly spells too, or single target infernos in the backside are really well tanked by the skellies. So I love this attack, man. Super powerful on war bases, pretty strong in Legends too. Friends, I'll see you in the next video.